Hello and welcome everybody. We're going to slow play this pair of aces. Not to be confused with slow rolling. Why don't they call it the slow roll brand of poker chips? So, we might hear some noise in the background. I'm just going to plow through whatever is going on. I'm right next to our mechanicals closet, water heater, drains, that sort of stuff. So if you hear stuff in the background, just kind of ignore it. So these are available on Amazon. They're about 34 cents a chip. You buy them in packs of 50 and they come in these made in China factory shrink wrap. And before anybody asks, if you look at these closely, yes, there is flashing around the outside. It's not the worst I've felt, but it is noticeable when you pick them up. Can you see? So flashing is just residual plastic from the molding process when they stamp these out. They're metal slugged ABS chips. Okay, now, before we dive too much into these, I have them. They come in packs of 50, so I have several of them. Before we dive into this, let's play a hand and see how these do, okay? So we have some Copag. Somebody, a viewer has written about how these Copag cards have failed them, so I'm going to keep testing here and see how they last. Let me know if you guys have, in the comments below, let me know how many people have had problems with Copag cards. I'm not going to audit the deck. Should I audit the deck? I believe they're all there. The jokers are in here. Wait, no, you look, see, look, I'm glad I did a very thorough audit. All right, weave shuffle these. Is that called a reverse weave? I don't remember. We just called it the weave. In my household, we just call it the weave. And we're going to do a very poor job shuffling here. Hey, look, they kind of match. Kind of a gold color theme repeated through here. All right, that's enough of that. So at home, shuffle your decks, pause the video if you need to, run, grab a deck of cards, shuffle them, deal yourself 2 cards, and we'll burn here before we deal. And then we're going to play a little hand here. Let's flop 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to do this right here because we have no space. I want you to see the poker chips, so I'm not zoomed a mile out. All right. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know if you have the quads. Let me know if you have... Well, that's probably the best one. All right, quads. Quads wins. I have ace 8 and... Jane Doe has the cell. Queen. Beat me. Queens are always really strong, right? You always go in strong with queens, right? I'm kidding, everybody. It's kind of... It depends. It all depends on what you're playing. So, how do these work? Did people realize that these are 5s? Yeah, what? Gold 5? What happened to red? What happened to trusty red? All right, let's talk a little bit about the design and the materials and stuff. First thing, the design is very pleasant with like a dark, like this is a Poker Chip Forum table topper. It's just a matte. And thank you, Poker Chip Forum, for sending it. I'm no longer a sponsor, but they are a patron. So thank you to my patrons as well. So you can see here, it works really well with dark play mats. So the colors are nice, but a gold 5, that's interesting. It almost has this Art Deco movie theater kind of feel to it, which I don't mind, but I still question the color choice for the 5. So for me, when I was playing that, I was looking at these, and to me, these look like either 100s or, I don't know, fracks or something. I don't know what they were, but they're gold. It's just interesting that they have different colors, which, you know, as a poker chip reviewing is a little refreshing and a little annoying at the same time. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the color scheme. So you can see, I actually haven't counted. Should I do that here on camera? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. V pattern here, kind of interesting mold pattern, nothing, or interesting edge spot pattern. No mold with a label. These seem like they're attached pretty well. None of these have come off, but it is just an label. I changed the article, see, so you can see what's inside here. That came off pretty easy, so interesting. And where should I stick that? Let's just stick it back on here. So, metal slug, and with the flashing and the odd colors, Art Deco design. The materials are interesting because if you look at this, actually, this is something else I wanted to show you. Can you see these white, it looks like they're strain marks in the plastic. Like the metal slug was molded in the plastic and they didn't consider expansion of the metal. And so when the metal hits room temperature and it expands, it puts these stress marks on the plastic. Can you see that? It's a security feature. All right. Yeah, that's really, it's not just poor engineering. It's actually, yeah. So to me, that's what it looks like. And you can actually see it with the labels still attached. So you can see here, not sure if this is focusing for you, but you can see these white stretch marks. Just get a little, what's it, coconut oil, coconut butter, coconut cream, some lotion that you put on that. That'll help the stretch marks, right? Okay, well, let's do the weights and measures here and see how these things do. They should be a 39 millimeter. What are you guessing? 11.5 gram? Is that what you guys think was going on here? What are we at? It might 0. Is that grams? It looks like grams. We have 13, roughly 13.5. Let's try some more here. 13.6. Yeah, pretty close to 13.5. All right, so they're a little heavy, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get some measurements here. Inches. Oh dear, I was measuring a golf club shaft with this last, so I want to switch modes. Fracs, millimeters. All right, that's what we want. Am I zeroed? Almost. Okay, so with flashing and all, we're expecting 39. You could argue that's a 40 millimeter chip. You take that flashing off though, and it might be a 39 millimeter chip. Hard to say. There you go. I'm gonna roll some pictures on. I bought these on Amazon. Like I said, about 34 cents a chip if you buy them in packs of 50. At the making of this video, every price and availability always subject to change. I just don't know about them. You know, I just don't know if they shuffle fine. I just don't know if these are something that I like or dislike. I need a little bit more time. I wanted to give you guys a look at these. I can tell you right now, they're not something that jumps out at me as, oh my gosh, I must have these. But they're very affordable. I think, you know, for 34 cents, can you get something without flashing? I'm not 100% sure you can. So you'll have to weigh in the comments below. And looking at this, that looks like, upside down, that looks like a C, which screams ciento, like 100, like cien, like 100. Cien, whatever. Ciento cinco, is that how it works? I don't know. It's been too long since I've spoken any Spanish. Yeah, they're very meh. They seem like a good average metal slug chip with some slightly different colors. If that's your thing, go for it. All right, let's grab some chips here for a chip test, sound test. Should we compare against some Casino Paulsons? Look at these. Jack, Cincinnati. Should we grab some, well, these are metal slug, so should we grab some ceramics? Should we do some old school scroll ceramics? Do they still sell scroll ceramics? Let's just do these. So we have metal slug, real used Casino Paulsons. I don't know if they're used, but real Casino Paulsons. And some ceramics, which I totally just spilt all over everywhere. All right, here we go. Start with the ceramics. My microphone doesn't seem to pick up, like how I hear it here live. It sounds different than it does in on my with my microphone. Yeah, to me in real life those sound different, very different. All right, well, that said, let's get rid of those and let's look at some beautiful chips here at the end. How did I end with the Jack Cincinnati chips? They're done. All right. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. It's just another average, you know, metal slug chip that has a cool Art Deco design, which I like, but the colors are a little interesting, and the labels are what we expect with those, with that level. You know, I mean, for the price, I mean, you can't really be too picky at 34 cents a chip. These were not 34 cents a chip. They were more than that. Again, thank you to my patrons for all your support. You make this possible. If you'd like to be a patron, we like to message back and forth. There's a few behind the scenes videos that go up every month there and pictures and stuff. If you want to support financially, you can also shop my Amazon shop, which I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please subscribe.